Hello everyone, Mark here, Narcs Max Muscle, and today we are taking a look at Tonio Burton and Blessing Awodibu, two bodybuilders that will be competing this weekend at the Legion Sports Fest. And I'm not saying that these guys are going to be 1 and 2. I mean, we have Colossus Ken, we have Bruno, big jowled Santos. So, but I think for the most part, you guys are excited to see these two dudes do battle. They are both former New York Pro champions. And I can hear you guys now.
But God lacks muscle. You have missized them. I am going to do it tonight. With a dope and a rope and a steel beam.
Don't do that. Not because of a missized video. I don't think that Blessing Awodibu is all that tall. I think he's under 6 feet. And Tonio? Let's go to the first shot here. Tonio stands nice and tall. Yes, he's a former 212 athlete. But man, this guy is a package of dynamite. But so is Blessing. Look at him. This is the 2022 winning, New York Pro winning version of Blessing. But for Tonio Burton, I decided to use last year, 2024. And I can only imagine what you guys are thinking at home.
But Mark's metformin metamucil? Why didn't you use 2023?
You're an idiot. Well, take a look, if you will. This is a third place. Keep in mind, there was Martin Fitzwater and Nick Walker. They were getting first and second regardless, or irregardless, whatever the case may be. And dare I say, he is way better than when he won the New York Pro. So Tonio Burton, I mean, yes, it's prestigious to win, and I could have did 2 New York Pro winning versions here, but with all due respect to the New York Pro winning version of Tonio, he is improving. Absolutely, he is getting a lot better. Look at those guns. Undeniable. So this will be the comparison. And still, this Blessing Awodibu at the New York Pro, he was on. Wheels, a little unsymmetrical, maybe not as cut as Tonio's, but having said that, size means something. Here's the front lat spread. Interesting. Interesting indeed. These guys are built quite a bit different when you look at their physiques. The lat attachments, very high, are that of Blessing Awodibu's compared to Tonio Burton, but he sure is wide, isn't he? Big man's chest. Nice little vacuum pose there as well. Again, the wheels. And I'm sure you can look at this and think, well, his legs are probably even bigger than Tonio's. For the length of them, they should be thicker. And he's actually a long-legged individual. So, that can be difficult. Phil Heath, Ronnie Coleman, guys like that, they were able to pull it off. They could build that big, thick mass and still having long wheels. Not the L word. I can't say that. Turn to the side. It's legs. Yeah, they don't look too bad as far as the size is concerned. Maybe not quite as cut, separated as Tonio Burton, but from the side, I'll be honest. You guys might be right when you say, but Mark's muscle, you have missized this. I'm going to jump down a hill in the dark tonight. Well, I gotta say, from the side, Blessing looks okay, but there is no side tricep. So if you're a Blessing fan, you have to think he's getting ripped off here. He would most certainly win that side tricep, and I would be inclined to believe that. He used to hold his quad out like a front tricep. Tyler Mannion said, you guys can't do that. Here is the rear lat spread. A great pose for Tonio. Not a bad pose for blessing Awodibu. Not as thick in the traps, I would suggest. The upper traps. And not as wide. Or perhaps not as low either in the lats as blessing. So Tonio, his back is just that much better. Delts, a little more prominent. I like the hair too. Mark's max muscle, you see. He's a long hair as well. But either way, guys, lower half, I don't think there's much of an argument here. Tonio, he has it going on. And just for fun here, this is Tonio from his award-winning version when he won the New York Pro. I was going to say Arnold Classic. His back was not as wide. I think he has improved his back, but his conditioning, food for thought, it's pretty peak here. Pretty peaked conditioning. Here's the rear double biceps. And a little off topic, but have you guys ever seen this docudrama Pumping Iron? Mike Katz training in his garage. This old man, he keeps saying, "Come on, up! Come on, up!" It's just funny. He's got a ragged old tank top. I wonder if that was Mike's t-shirt. I don't think so. I think it said Mike Crusher on it. But anyway, yes. Tonio Burton, just a little bit more supreme. A little lower in the lats. Maybe. This blessing back double biceps. Not bad at all. He has the accoutrement. Both of them have peaky, freaky delts and biceps. Not too shabby. So it will be a nice little pose down at the Legion Sports Fest. Formerly known, here's the abs and thigh, formerly known as the Copyright Strike Classic. I think they gave Xavier Wills of Desktop Bodybuilding a copyright strike one year. Before he even went live. He wasn't even going to show footage. They gave him a copyright strike. Just like that. So, here's the most muscular. So, at the end of the day, blessing, he does look good. He looks fantastic. In the upper body here, abs, bulging, nice wide clavicle. The guy's a stud. But the wheel department, it is going to be tough against a guy like Tonio Burton. Man, oh man. So using these two versions, I guess it is possible that blessing, I would give it to Tonio personally. But I guess it's possible that blessing could get an edge over Tonio. But if blessing brings this type of package that he brought to the Chicago, and Tonio brings anything remotely like this Legion Sports Fest victory, he won the Legions, is in 2022, wasn't it? 2023? He was 22. But yes, wow. Won't even be close, guys. Look at that Holden tank. On blessing Awodibu. We're talking popcorn chips, pizzas, buckets of chicken. We are talking the whole 9 yards. And a couple of popsicles and an ice cream cone. So Tonio Burton, look for him to be a shoo-in, at least to get a victory over blessing Awodibu. And I don't see anybody else touching him. Looks like it will be Legion's number 2 for Tonio. I think that was his first open class show, wasn't it? He beat Martin Fitzwater. Hit thumbs up on the video. Love and appreciate all your guys' comments and your butt marks, Max Muscle. You're funny.